What up? Gotta make this video because I'm tired of seeing incorrect stuff that can end up hurting somebody. First off, I've Googled it 1,000 times, and I've just Googled it right before making this video. When you Google, is there such thing as a rainbow cut in culinary arts? You can't find anything that says rainbow cut. It came from some one guy that was probably about 300-pound dude. You could tell was in that line, but definitely this dude was incorrect talking about a rainbow cut. The best correct way to dice an onion is something like that, but incorrect from what he said. Because in culinary arts, I've not been, but I know for a fact that one of the basic rules is do not cut toward your body. This is your body. Hey bud, that I told everybody about a rainbow cut, this is your body. You're not supposed to aim a knife toward your body. That is a strike against your theory about that being a rainbow cut in culinary arts. It's wrong. So what you do, you cut it down like this. Cut it as thick or as thin as you want it. Straight down. Turn it sideways, and you notice I cut the root off. Cut the damn root off. That's disgusting, nasty, lazy, and pure stupid. Somebody told me, one of my employees said, "Oh, my sister's a professional cook. She said, you don't cry by don't cut the onion inside of itself." You guys are so stupid when it comes to cutting onions. I was told not to cut the onion inside of itself. That's pure idiocy. Now, where that ignorant dude went wrong saying, go like this to each level. No, you don't do that because you're cutting toward your hand with a knife sharp like I use. My knives are razor sharp. You slit and go up, you're cutting through your hand. You're going to cut a chunk of your hand off. You do not do that. So you cut it this way, as thin or as thick as you need it. Turn it around and hold it. Don't let go. It takes 30 seconds to dice an onion. You do not run your hand through the onion like this, through anything like that, because you are going to... Turn that off. Thanks for messing my video up, and I gotta grab another glove. So again, get my fat hand in there. Look. Cut it this way, as thick or as thin as you need it. Turn it sideways. Keep the knife up. You will cut yourself, if not yesterday, today, if not today, in 6 months from now. One day you're going to slip when you can afford it, and you're going to go through the pad of your hand, and you're going to cut the majority of that pad off. You flex that. It's going to take a long time to heal. Trust me, my hands are cut up bad. Look at this. It's diced up. And sometimes, yes, just like, oh no, that just separates. And a lot of people, once they cut them, you see they go through and chop up a whole bunch more to dice. You don't got to do that. If you know what you're doing, you don't have to make shit up, and you can show somebody the correct way. That is how you dice an onion. I'll do it for you quicker. Yes. Cut the root off. Don't leave the brown spot because it's hard like wood. Cut it off. You don't need to hold that. And you notice I'm cutting all the way through that onion. I'm not leaving a piece of it uncut. I'm cutting all the way through it. And I'm not going to lie and say it's not possible to cut yourself like that. Because when you have a knife in your hand and you're using it, it's definitely possible. And they're called accidents for a reason. So you want to do at least as you can. You want to do the most you can to avoid accidents. And one way to avoid it, don't cut toward your hand. Don't listen to people that don't know what they're talking about. Use common sense when you see videos. If you look at a video, use your common sense brain. I want to have to create an app for it. Yes, I want to create an app for common sense. And think about the video that you're being instructed on how to do something. If it seems wrong, it's wrong. If it seems like there could be a very big error, there probably will be. You don't do that dumb stuff. If you want to dice it tiny, you can. If you want to dice it jumbo, you can. And anywhere in between. That's all it is. You're taking out that whole step that you don't need. You don't need that step. You're trying to cut your fingertip or the pad of your hand off. You don't need that. Look at that. I don't need a thin dice. I need a medium dice, so it's medium. But if I wanted a thin dice, make it real tiny, make the cut smaller. So we'll do it again. Cut it all the way through. Turn it around. Bam, look at that. Now, to be honest, the Sani-Soft knife, it's a bread knife, but it is phenomenal at cutting vegetables and fruits. Phenomenal. It's way better than the chef's knife. It is amazing. But I like my blades to have teeth. That bad boy is one of the only few that don't have teeth. So again, I'll not abuse. Cut it through all the way through. Turn it and cut again. And apparently that guy had never used an onion before when he made that video. Onions are made up of layers. You don't have to take that extra step of cutting through it because it's made up of layers. Once you cut it and move it around, it's going to separate. So, do it again. Yes, it does need sharpening. A couple tips to sharpen your knife. If you have nothing at all, go out to your car and roll your window down. Leave the top of the window sticking up so you can see it, the roll of the window. That roll is textured. That texture, you run your knife over at each side about 6, 7, 8 times and to make it close to razor sharp. If your knife is dull and you have a coffee cup that's porcelain, turn it upside down and sharpen it on that porcelain grate on your cup of coffee. If you need to sharpen your toenail clippers or your scissors, fold a bunch of foil up and make it thick. Obviously not thicker than what it'll fit in the toenail clippers, but then cut all the way through on both sides of the blade on the scissors or the toenail clippers, and that will sharpen your toenail clippers and scissors. Potato peelers can need sharpened too. You just take a little file on the inside of them and it'll sharpen them. See, I cut the end off. You don't gotta be scared. It's not the end that makes you cry. It's the acid level in the onion itself. Each onion is different. When people have all these different reasons on why it's the acid. Onion is one of the most highest acidic foods.